I'm going to help y'all out, man. Yeah, off the beaten path. So, let's go. Now, Sosua, it's like akin to a county in America, right? Over here, it's just a small municipality in something like a state that we would call in America. Over here, it's Puerto Plata, Providence. And just like how many counties in America is made up of a bunch of towns, over here, Sosua Beach that you guys watch is really in Sosua municipality, which is made up of a bunch of small towns like Sosua, Abajo, Las Charamicos. You got Cabarete, which is part of Sosua. And I mean, they're all out in the middle of nowhere. It's just countryside at the end of the day. That's what most of you guys who've never visited just don't realize. So we going off the beaten path just to show things in a different light. And why am I saying this? Because, you know, at the end of the day, the areas of Sosua especially, and then some other tourist areas, attract a certain kind of drama from a certain kind of chica. You know what I mean? And we all know what comes with that. Oh, remember in the beginning I told you guys I feel like I'll be able to help you out, right? So you might say to yourself, well, goddamn, some dude's gonna be like this, the whole entire country, all in women like that. Nah, it's not true. One of my commenters, man, he had said something like, and big up that dude, right? Cavell. You basically said, man, if you can't trust to put your feelings into a chick that lives 30 minutes up the road where you live in America, right? Or wherever you're from, what makes you think that you can put your feelings into a chica that's about 8 hours away by plane ride? It's more like an hour and a half, right? If you're flying from South Florida or something. So let's say 2 hours away. You basically said some of these girls in the DR, like that he said some, are cool as hell. However, understand when you are not there or out of sight, she's doing what she do with whoever. So you can put your feelings in it if you want to, or you're going to get your feelings hurt. So my feeling about this is this. My experience about this is this. He's partially correct. But that depends on the type of woman that you meet. So what I would recommend, right, and you was talking about girls outside of the tourist area kind of, I would recommend it. I said I would recommend girls outside of the tourist area, and you go to see where she lives and what her family is like. Now, obviously, you're not going to stay in that kind of area. Dude was talking about the safety of those kind of areas outside, right? And I was like, really and truly, man, what I would do, man, my suggestion, if you like the country girls, you go and you see what they live like. The likelihood is, though, them small country girls going to come to where you are, too. But don't have the girl only coming to you. Don't worry about safety in the smaller counties, the smaller municipalities, the smaller areas. Yeah, they might not be used to tourism, and yeah, they might look like they're living in poverty, but it's because it's a country area. Just like in the United States, the country areas is not as developed, they're not as, you know, fancy and flashy, and they're not living that city lifestyle. It don't mean it's dangerous. We know per capita, the country areas are probably safer than the big cities, right? Big cities, you got less opportunity to go grow your food or whatever, so people get more desperate, man. Right? And in country areas, nobody might not got a lot of cash on hand, but I sure as hell tell you, they got a lot of land, and they got fresh food. They could just go to a tree and get something to eat, right? They just ain't got all the fancy necessities. They might not have the newest iPhone and the big cars and the whatever else. And you guys get fooled by that. You grew up in the West, so your view of what rich is had to be a big house, fancy jewelry, all the electronics, right? You're not thinking that they got the basics, food, clothing, and shelter, and many times they ain't got to pay a mortgage, and they ain't got to pay a rent. So it's just about getting up enough cash to buy the other things that can't really just grow food, clothing, and shelter, food and clothing, basically. Well, not even food, because that they're getting, right? They could plant that. Now, so our suggestion is, you know, you look for these kind of girls, man. Try to get a girl with a good family who has something financially going on for themselves, and by that I mean the family. Basically, it's like a girl who lives on the outskirts of the city. family owns land, buildings, small businesses. They're into the church life, that kind of family, right? Basically a family whose reputation is solid within the community. So that when their family name is mentioned to other Dominicans, they're like, oh yeah, I know her family. And they think that the family is progressive and educated, right? Now, I've actually seen this. I was in the outskirts of Puerto Plata City. One of the families that we were renting from at that time had owned a building with several apartments in it. They were church-going people. They had a lawyer in the family. The father was a businessman. They owned a bunch of land. You wouldn't think they're looking at these people, right? They owned like a fruit farm and a vegetable farm. So they had several different types of incomes coming in. The daughter of this guy was decent. The family was very involved with each other. They'd go to church. They'd go hang out with each other. All of them, her brothers and all of them, spoke a little bit of English. She spoke a little bit of English. That's what you're kind of looking for. They'll tell you up front, I don't know, you speak English. But then next thing you know, they'll be trying it. And then you ask, say, oh yeah, I took a course, or I took it in university. I took some English in university, or I did a little bit of it in school. A family member might be doing business, so then they know a little bit more English than the other family members. These are the type of families that you got to try looking for. Now, I know a lot of you guys are just looking for just the fun times, right? So for the guys who are like, yeah, I keep saying that, but I know behind my head, if I was to find a good one, I'd want it. I'll tell you, you ain't just got to only do one or the other. I'm an extreme kind of dude. So I'll be like, listen, I ain't looking for this at all. I'm only looking for that. You guys, you could do a medium, man. You could have your fun. Just don't get caught up. Keep looking for the good ones. They're going to take time, obviously. And they're going to take you putting yourself into the right places, which I'm going to continue to talk about that. And then you basically get the best of both worlds, man. You get to have your little fun. Don't lock that down. Don't get caught up in that role. And then, you keep messing and looking for the good ones. Now, the likelihood is, though, you find a good one, she understand that you're living that other lifestyle, she ain't going to want you. So you got to know what you want. All right. Because remember, you looking at a good girl here with a good reputation. And yes, fellas, they do exist, right? So you look for the ones who got that family good reputation. How are the people in the community look at them? Now, same for the city girl. The problem is, guys, though, that you think most Dominican women are all poor, right? And they all need your charity. You meet the girl, you always thinking, oh, they all need help. And you think that's normal, right? So then you guys are never encountering, and you don't run into circles of the people who are actually middle class, rich, and classy women, because many guys who discover they are, and Pattaya and a lot of these places, they're discovering it from the tourist side of life, not the business side, not the networking side, not the investment side, not the government side, the ones that got connections, or, the social side of life that's normal and business-like, and running the actual country and, going to a normal desk job. We guys are not running into that as people from other countries. Now, you can find that online, but you got to sift through a lot. It's going to take time, right? If you come into the country, you're not going to be going to a business office. You're going to be at a tourist area, right? So you're not going to run into that woman who never makes it to that tourist area. Those are the girls. So, you're not going to go to a business expo or a networking event. You're not going to do that. You're there on vacation. Even some of us expats, we living in the tourist areas. We're not running into those circumstances. We got enough money, or retired or whatever, bringing in military benefits, whatever, you're working online. You're not going into those settings that would then expose you to those kind of women. Yeah, you're discovering it from the tourist side of life, right? Which basically means, man, what you're running into is basically the girl who is online, the bartenders, the waitresses, the girls at the mall, the street girls. You're finding people in the hospitality industry on the lower end. Like, it'd be like being in the States and just running into the girl who's at the McDonald's, or the bartender, or whoever else. Yeah, you might still date those girls, but those girls will probably need your help too, right? So what happens when you're in your country and you need the girl who is middle class, or she's got a good secure job, or she's financially all right without the attitude? That you got to meet that girl in those environments, right? You either got to go meet her at church. I won't even suggest you do that in the States these days, but I'm talking about the places that traditionally, and the environments where you'd end up running into that kind of female. In America, you might got on a Friday, you got the after work social for young professionals or something like that. You know, I used to like in South Florida going to Blue Martinis, even Central Florida, because the environment was a little bit more young, up-and-coming professionals, for example. And there was a lot of spots that did those kind of events. Now, you might not have those kind of events here, but you might have to go to the little higher-end bars. And I don't mean the high-end clubs that you think of when you're going on a fresh vacation. If you want the type of dudes that will say, man, I want to meet a certain kind of girl, even if you're just a weekend warrior flying in for 3-4 days, you got to say, man, I'm not just going to go to Mixer in Santo Domingo because that's where they're popping bottles. Everybody's over there in the club at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. The girls come out and kind of do their dances over the pool, right? Some of you guys, by the way, that's a tip for you if you love that kind of thing. You got to tell yourself, man, you know what? I'm going to just go to the quieter kind of loungy areas, which you can Google. And you can just keep trying it out in the areas like Piantini and Santo Domingo, the upscale joints, right? Where you're seeing the people pulling up in Mercedes Benz and all that, but it's not booming, you know, reggaeton whole night or everybody in walking in trying to look like your local rapper. You're seeing classy women dressed business-like, with maybe they're out of 2 girlfriends. And yeah, with that comes age, right, fellas? So the girl ain't gonna be 22, man. That girl might be 29. That girl might be 27. As a matter of fact, that girl might be in her 30s. But because she got the ability to take care of herself, you'll be amazed how great she looks, right? For her age. And then even if it's not her, you're like, she don't fit my thing. You don't burn bridges. You say, all right, we're friends, you know, Dominicans and these other countries, they're great at saying, my friend. Well, this girl's not your friend. You ain't gonna try to do nothing with it. You ain't gonna burn bridges. You ain't gonna hurt. You ain't gonna break her heart. You can just tell her, hey, I'm looking for this kind of thing. You got some girlfriends who fit that, or you don't tell her nothing. You just keep hanging out with her. She can be willing to do that. Fellas, if you're financially secure enough to send $1,000 to a girl in a tourist zone because you came in on the weekend and you had a good time in a pool, then you should be financially secure enough to be able to rock with a girl who is a professional lawyer, doctor, accountant, real estate person, family owns, you know, a couple of apartments, running Airbnbs, whatever it might be. They might be owning a store, a couple of Colmados, which is their little tiny grocery stores, whatever it might be, man. You should be able to rock in that circle, right? At least financially. So unless you're intimidated, you should be all right. And you should be able to network with that person, keep a little conversation friendly, use that to then network yourself into that group, even if you're not in the country. But they'll rock with you when you fly in, okay? So you could find those kind of women through time. Find those kind of women by maybe, you know, you're talking to a guy who's your taxi guy and he's more progressive than just the dude who's just trying to milk money out of you. And he mentions certain things and you see maybe he goes to church and that's just a side job. Maybe he's in university. It's a younger guy or something like that, or a middle-aged guy, or a guy who's married. And then with time, as you get to know that dude will know a lot of people. And you start to watch, you know, maybe their WhatsApp status, seeing what they're doing in their life. And once you kind of start making friends with people like those, right, they'll kind of network you into the regular life, the regular girls. Sometimes if they see a good person, they might be like, hey, you know, I got a cousin. She's looking for somebody. She's real nice. So in the big cities, gives you a better chance of that, right? But I know a dude, man. The dude is from the Caribbean originally. He lived in the States. He was born in the Caribbean, in one of the islands. I ain't gonna mention which one. Dude never went to Sosua, doesn't go to those places. He was an expat into Santo Domingo. Ended up meeting a girl who has a very, very well-to-do family. She don't need him, don't need charity. Girl's richer than him by far. Matter of fact, the girl's family is so rich, she takes him on trips. And she could afford to take him to other countries and all this stuff. He don't really do all that, but guess what? The circle of girls that she run with are also very well to do. They're not all rich from a rich family, but these girls are professionals. Some of these girls are realtors, own small businesses, they're accountants, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're dentists. These are when you establish yourself into it, or when you're looking, the likelihood is less of those girls going to be online looking for however, there are going to be a few. It might not be the girl who's 20 years old. It might be the girl who it takes time for her to get that. She's going to be 29. She's going to be 30 years old. She had to do years of university. She had to establish herself. However, those same girls, though, they're going to still be feminine. You might get a little bit more of the independent woman thing, but not in the way that you're used to in the United States and these other countries. She ain't going to be battling you, right? Some of these girls, a lot of them too ain't even got kids yet. And then you might find one that might have one, you know, might have been divorced, or she might have had that child very, very young. But after that, she made sure that she didn't have any more. So fellas, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible, man. You got to understand, though, it's going to take time and effort. So for you guys who are afraid of time and effort, you could still have your fun, right? Like I said, you could strike a balance. Just don't fall into it. Don't come into an area where the girls are for fun if you're vulnerable and you know it, right? If you're working on some things and you know it's a process and you're like, man, I'm already feeling lonely, so this is why when you look at these places it's attractive to you, you got to be extra on your P's and Q's is what I would say.